Welcome back to the channel. My name is Usman. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Colibri Julius, a soft flame lighter that I purchased around 6 or 7 years ago. So this is like a super long-term review on the lighter, and at the time I paid £75 for the lighter. So for me, back then, that was a lot of money. Based on my perspective of what lighters should cost at the time, £75 was a lot. So I was really proud of myself, and this was my main lighter for a good few years. I used it on virtually every cigar that I was smoking indoors. I didn't use it very much outdoors because when I did try, I quickly realized you cannot use this lighter outside, because even with the mildest of breezes, the flame goes off. Like, it's just not durable in any regard when you're outside, and it doesn't have a jet flame option. So if you're outside and you're trying to light a cigar with this, good luck, because it's not going to happen. But this lighter, when I first bought it, I was showing my friend, and my friend, the first thing that he said to me was, yeah, but it's just a cheap DuPont, isn't it? I mean, I was like really proud of myself. I was like, oh my God, I've got a really nice lighter. And then, you know, friends come along and burst that bubble real quick. But he's got a point, because this is ripping off, or maybe ripping off is a harsh word, but this is taking a lot of inspiration from the DuPont style of lighters. If you look at a DuPont lighter, and you'll see very quickly, this is the DuPont Legrand, you know, rectangular in shape. You flip it open and you've got that segment over here. It's this section over here which is very iconic of many DuPonts, and you've got the wheel, the cylindrical wheel over there, which allows you to strike the flint to ignite the flame. And that's what many DuPonts are. The Linear 2, the Legrand, virtually many of the premium DuPont lighters have that design, and Colibri with the Julius is essentially taking inspiration from that design, and you've got that same kind of system. You've got that metal section over here where the flame comes up, you've got the flint that goes in on top of there, and then you've got the striking wheel there, which allows you to ignite the flame. And this is a dual flame lighter, kinda, and I'll explain why. When you're using this lighter in its full setting, like this is like a high setting, this is impractical. I don't normally have the flame this high, but I've got it this high for a reason. But when you've got it at this level, you can make out that it's kind of a dual flame. Like, the flames are too close, but it's kind of a dual flame. However, when you've got it on a lower setting, which you can change, one of the things I love about this lighter is that you can change the settings with your thumb. You don't need any tools. You've got this wheel on the bottom, and you can just change it very quickly. And when you do have it on a lower setting, it kind of the flames merge together too much, and you can't really tell that it is a dual flame lighter. Like, this is a single flame to me, and I would normally use it with this setting, because for me this is a reasonable setting. Beyond this, it just becomes a bit impractical. It's just too much, and it's going to use too much gas very quickly, so it's not really practical to use it at those settings. But at this setting, you can't really tell that it's a dual flame. To contrast that with the DuPont, even at a lower setting, you can tell distinctly that there are two flames, giving you a lot more surface area when it comes to lighting cigars, because that's what I use these lighters for, lighting cigars. Even the diamond head finish on the body is reminiscent of DuPont lighters like the Linear 2 diamond head. These lighters are basically taking a lot of inspiration from DuPont, and to a point where you could argue that it's essentially just a DuPont ripoff, but it doesn't have the same premium feel. This is a £75 lighter. It's not made of luxury metals like DuPonts are, which are made of palladium, gold and silver and so on. This lighter, it doesn't feel that premium. Like, if you are thinking about getting this lighter and hoping that it's going to have that premium soft flame kind of feel, it doesn't. Like the Dunhills, the DuPonts, the Ella Bleus, when you pick those lighters up and you feel it in your hand, that there's something about it. Like, you flick it on, and even this lighter, because it's a Legrand, it doesn't have the cling sound, but it still feels way more satisfying just switching it on. The way that the flint flicks on, the sound of it, everything about this lighter just feels way more premium. It is a luxury lighter that has much, it just feels like something that costs a lot of money. And when I was showing people these lighters, everyone thought that this was like a £20 lighter. No one thought it was a £50 or a £75 lighter. Having said that, people thought this was £200. So, you know, it just goes to show what people think lighters cost these days. But still, if you're trying to get a DuPont type feel from the Colibri Julius. It's not going to happen. It's not the same thing. It doesn't have that premium feel. However, there are a few things about this lighter that I absolutely love. So if you're not comparing it to DuPont, if you're just looking at this individually as a lighter to purchase, as a soft flame lighter, which you think is going to work properly, here are a few things to consider. First thing is, you've got a little indicator on the back which tells you how much gas you've got left. This is incredibly helpful. I don't know why so many soft flame lighters don't have this. This really useful. Love that. I know that DuPont don't put that in because, you know, it's a luxury brand and so on and so forth, but this is still incredibly useful, highly practical. Second thing, as I mentioned earlier, you've got the wheel over here. You can change the setting of the flame on the fly. You don't need any tools. You don't need any nonsense. You can just use your fingernail and you can just change the setting of the fuel whenever you want. So if you are running out of gas and you just need to increase it for a moment just to be able to light your cigar, you can do that, no problem. Third thing I love about this lighter is the longevity and the durability. Like I said, I've had this for like 6 or 7 years and I've used it consistently. I've never sent this in for service, never had to repair it. 6 years, at least 6 years, this has been operating comfortably. I left this lighter for about 1.5 years just on my shelf. It was just gathering dust. Like honestly, just left it there, didn't refill it, just put it there, forgot about it, and I didn't use it for about 1.5 years, almost 2 years. And after that time, you know, when occasionally when you just pick up a cigar and you're looking for your lighter, you're like, where the hell's my lighter? And I was like, you know, I couldn't find my lighter. I saw this on the shelf and I was like, oh yeah, I've got that. And I thought I might need to refill it because 1.5 years, 2 years, I hadn't used it at all. Opened it up, flicked it, and the flame was still there, working perfectly. Like, this does not leak at all. You can leave it for a couple of years, come back to it, and it will still work fine. In terms of sheer durability, sheer like longevity, this is incredible. Like, I'm so impressed with how well this lighter works over a long period of time. 75 pounds, and this lighter's still kicking. It's still going, man. I'm really impressed with that. So on that basis, if you want a really good, durable, quality-ish lighter, the Colibri Julius. You know, soft flame lighters, I'm a huge fan of them. As I mentioned earlier, huge fan of soft flame lighters. If you don't want to light with a match because it is a bit of a pain, soft flame. They work perfectly. This is butanes, or some of you out there who have, you know, apprehensions against using Zippos and so on and so forth. This lighter is great. As I mentioned, you can't use it outside, but indoors, this light is brilliant. Don't expect it to have the same premium feel as a DuPont. It's not going to have that. DuPont is DuPont. There's just something about it which is quite nice. So as long as you don't have any misconceptions about the feel, the look, the style, the way that it feels when you strike the wheel, and you're okay with that, this lighter, great option for many of you out there. Yeah, the Colibri Julius, 7 years. 7 years I've had this lighter, still absolutely perfect. So impressed with how these lighters are made. Anyway, just want to say thank you so much for watching the video. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Thank you.